Hello and welcome again to another very short week of our 2024 Bible reading plan because it's New Year's Day on Wednesday, and on Wednesday we will kick off a brand new plan. But I just want to talk about what we're reading this week to end the year, Ezekiel 36 and 37. This is two of my favorite chapters from the entire Bible. This is from the Old Testament prophet Ezekiel, looking forward to a day when God will do and accomplish what the plan always was about renewing a people for himself, and then raising an essentially dead people outside of God, raising them to new life. This is the promise of the renewal of Israel, where God will put a new heart in his people. And all of the threads of the Old Testament really kind of come together here, where God designed us to listen to him and to get our understanding of right and wrong in relationship to him. And we didn't do that, right? We went and took the apple, took the fruit for ourselves at the Garden of Eden, and it kind of snowballed from there and things went bad. And so God gives us his law. God gives Israel this law to kind of keep them in check, to keep them in line, to protect them, to kind of guide their way of life. And it's not that the law was bad, and we read this in Romans and Galatians and stuff. Not that the law was bad. It's the heart of people that is that's been broken. When we decide to live apart from God, our hearts go rotten, and our hearts, in a way, are dead. And what we need is not a bunch of laws that we'll never be able to actually fulfill, because it's our hearts that are wrong. And so what God promises here in Ezekiel 36, and it's a promise that gets fulfilled in Christ through his Spirit in us as he gives us a new heart. He promises to give us a new heart so that we can actually live the way that God means for us to live, so that we can fulfill the law as Paul will talk about in Romans, for instance. And these promises, this is not new for the New Testament. This stuff is deeply embedded in the Old, right here in Ezekiel 36. And then Ezekiel 37 is this image of Israel, God's people being a dead people because they have walked away from God, and it's like a valley of dry bones. But God has the power to give life to the dead. And this is one way of looking at it is this is the core hope of the scriptures, of the Hebrew and Christian scriptures, of the Old and New Testament. It's the core hope of God. It is, in a way, it's what makes God God. Going all the way back to, Adam and Eve, he created them out of nothing, right? But, out of the ground. But Abraham and Sarah, her womb was as good as dead, right? These bones on the ground, they are as good as dead. We, apart from God, because we've decided to turn away from God and try to live without him, we are as good as dead. But God has the ability and does raise us to new life, and he gives us new life. And again, this is all seen in the resurrection of Jesus. It's seen in our participation in the resurrection when we are raised to new life, not just in the future, but like today. Again, this is not new for the New Testament. It's all right there back in the Old Testament here in Ezekiel 37. And so there's a lot of questions, a lot of mystery in this for sure, but enjoy these 2 days of reading as we finish off the year really strongly with these two awesome chapters from the book of Ezekiel. All right, have a great New Year's Eve, and then I will see you on Wednesday with a brand new plan, and here's a little preview. Have a good one.